older adults are often more curious when presented with interesting stimuli compared to younger adults. In general, we see the more knowledge you have, the more curious you are about it. Well, I'm Mats. I'm a PhD student here at the Hector Institut. I've been here for like 2 years now. I study curiosity. I guess at this institute a lot of people focus on younger children, and for curiosity that also makes sense. For children the world's full of unknowns to explore and curiosity can help with that. But I focus on curiosity in adulthood. We try to understand how curiosity is evoked in older adults, so to understand how it can be maintained as well. In general, I liked science, which could also benefit society, I would think. So understanding how humans flourish, I found fascinating, and curiosity is part of it. It's really learning for learning's sake. I guess with curiosity you can just explore the world. So especially, as I already mentioned, for young children, you have to be curious to learn everything about the world. So I guess it is part of everyday human life as well. Just why you watch that specific series or why you want to read that book, you're curious about something. And indeed there are also, of course, individual differences. So some people are maybe more curious in general than other people. A previous finding showed that older adults are often more curious when presented with interesting stimuli compared to younger adults. So one would expect perhaps that for young adults they might be more curious than older adults for those materials because they have just more of the world ahead of them, more future ahead of them. And we show that knowledge might play a role in there. In general, older adults have more knowledge compared to younger adults. They just have experienced more and learned more over the years. And knowledge also predicts curiosity. If you're in general more knowledgeable about a certain topic, you can integrate some facts easier in your own knowledge network, which makes you more curious. So we show that knowledge might play a role here. And of course it is person dependent and situation dependent. So for example, one person might be very curious about the interesting fact that they don't know a lot about. But in general, we see the more knowledge you have, the more curious you are about it. Another theory would suggest that if you experience a conscious knowledge gap, then that you're more curious about the topic, which would mean if there's something unknown that you just don't know it yet, and that's very much emphasized, then you're more curious to find out. For example, if you hear an interesting trivia question and you say, how curious are you for it? Then people are curious for it because they don't know the answer and they really want to know. So maybe emphasizing those knowledge gaps might also work. But for me now, I just try to understand the puzzle pieces. It's just to make a big puzzle out of it, that you see like, this is how it works, and then it can be implemented. So I just collected puzzle pieces, I would say. In everyday life, it just very much focus on these little tasks to answer very specific questions. But the bigger picture is very important. I would say just a bigger understanding of what makes humans flourish. I just want to focus on that aspect. So really understanding the underlying mechanisms of flourishing in general. Yeah.